My name is Fran, I'm from Wales and I work for the Eco Schools programme in Wales. And what motivated me to join this CESU was constantly learning. I think it's a skill that we tell our students about, we want them to do, but actually sometimes the opportunity for ourselves as teachers to be able to continue that learning ourselves. So it's a slightly selfish reason, but I wanted to continue my learning. So most impactful for me during this CESU was I think being able to meet the scientists, being able to have that direct link to people who are working directly on climate models, different aspects, different areas, and that specialism and that passion that they have, and just knowing yourself. It's inspiring. You hear that and you think, oh yes, I can see that in my classroom, or oh, that's why this textbook says this, or this resource says this, because you kind of like, okay, I can see the links now between it, and that was really, really good. But also one of the most beneficial things I think was the fact we got to meet other teachers from other countries, and that network, that choice and chance to be able to speak to other people, how they might integrate it in their classrooms, what they're already doing, how this is going to complement what's already happening, those networks and potentials for working together in the future, and so on. It's I couldn't even measure it. It's so good. So directly, I think because we already do a similar activity with the CO2e and sorting food, but I really like then that kind of unpicking, well, where does that figure come from? And so looking at, rather than just telling the students about there is a transport chain, there is a processing chain, this is all happening, to get them to do the thinking first of all, and then to explore that and to look at the complexities of it a little bit more, rather than just being, this is the figure, so we should or should not eat this, I think is a really lovely addition to what we do already, and to underpin sort of the science and why it's important, but also why it's complex and why it's not a definite choice, this or that. There's shades of grey, nuances that are interesting, and I don't think currently I explore that enough, and I would like to do more with that. And I think the activities where we're looking at the extreme events and how they impact on a local area and society, and how then you have to cooperate to be able to make changes, is useful, I think, for young people, because there's sometimes a narrative that young people have to do to make the changes. They will fix the problem. They're the new generation coming through, so it's up to them to do this kind of thing. And I think showing them that they're not the only stakeholders in this, and that there are other generations that should take responsibility in making change, even if the change and rate of change isn't as rapid as could potentially be for younger generations. I'm going to use a Welsh word, and it is bendigedig. Fantastic. It's absolutely wonderful, and I'm really privileged and grateful to have been here. Okay.